Hello and welcome back to the Pulse of Spokane. Today I'm with Kate Hudson from Visit Spokane. Kate, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to be back
Yeah.
every month.
Every month, yeah. We got to get these events so that
know.
our viewers know about it. So why don't we just dive right
Yeah.
in?
Let's
right.
start with Hamilton because this is huge.
Hamilton, okay. I'm not the biggest fan of Hamilton, I'm not going to lie, but it's an awesome Broadway show from what
Yes,
I've
it
heard.
is. And the music's amazing. Even if you don't love Broadway, I think a lot of people probably have heard these songs
Oh, yeah.
because they're amazing.
If you heard the #1 song recently, We Don't Talk About Bruno,
Yeah.
Luis, right, or something like that. I don't remember his name, but he actually wrote Hamilton.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
That's who it is.
Is the man behind the magic. And he's incredibly brilliant. And this is his show with all of his music. So
yeah.
tickets are still available. It runs May 3rd through the 22nd. So lots of opportunities to go see it. It's at the First Interstate Center for the Arts and highly recommend. Everyone go.
Fantastic. And then we have a couple comedy club events coming
Yeah,
up, too.
we do. And Spokane Comedy Club has every weekend a different comedian, big names. I picked out one big name for the month, May 6th, is Sean Wayans. And he's, of course, part of the Wayans family. And they're hilarious, every single one of them. He was on In Living Color. He was in the Scary Movies franchise. He's been in everything, and he's hilarious.
Emmy-winning series of In Living Color.
I know.
Good.
That's back to my childhood. Is it
Yeah,
In Living Color?
1980s, right?
90s.
90s.
I'm not that old.
Well, I'm a 2000s baby, so I can't.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
But he's hilarious, and that whole Wayans family is hilarious. And I always imagine that Christmas Day at their house is probably a lot of fun.
Oh, I would just love to be just a witness there. Like if they have a show of just the family, I would
know.
watch it.
It must be hilarious. So yeah, he'll be here and doing his stand-up routine May 6th, one day only. But go look at the visitspokane.com events calendar and you will see many more comedians that are on the docket for the month of May.
Fantastic. And then we also have another May 6th.
Yes.
Couple more events. First Friday.
Yep. I threw First Friday in here because, of course, the first Friday of every month in downtown Spokane, participating businesses open up their doors. They offer specials and they feature a different artist at each location and also musicians playing. So it's a great way to support our local art scene, explore downtown Spokane, maybe come down and eat dinner at one of the participating businesses and look at the art on the walls, maybe buy a piece of art. You never know, but you'll be supporting local artists. And a lot of the wine tasting rooms have waived their tasting fees, and it's just a fun way to.
I'm a wine guy myself, so I most likely will probably be joining this.
Barrister is usually participating, so
Love
pop
Greg.
in.
Shout out to Greg.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's always a fun weekend. And speaking of wine, this is also spring barrel release weekend in
Yes,
Spokane.
please.
May 6th through the 8th, 16 different wineries are participating. You have to go to their map to see who's participating, but it's the best weekend of the year. So you can try all sorts of different wines. There are no tickets required, but most of the tasting rooms do require a tasting fee. But
And I would think for my age, they would require our IDs as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Probably.
Bring your ID and make sure you Uber home safely.
Yes. We always want to make sure that you drive home safely.
Yes.
No DUIs, please. And then back towards the comedians, we have a rather more famous one coming.
May 7th, we have Tracy Morgan.
Heck yes.
And of course, he was on 30 Rock. He was on Saturday Night Live. He is iconic. He's been around forever, and he's a funny guy. And he will be taking a stage at Northern Quest Resort and Casino.
And are tickets still available, you think?
They are. Yeah, I looked yesterday, and I think it'll be a great show.
Okay, awesome. And then we have something wonderful returning to
I
Fairchild.
know. I love this. This is a community event. It's Skyfest, and it's Fairchild Air Force Base's gift to the community, basically. It's an invite to go and hang out on the base. There are family-friendly activities, all sorts of things going on. And the Thunderbirds will be performing in the sky above, which is always a huge draw. So even if you don't go to Skyfest this weekend, if you see the jets and hear the rumbles, that's That's where it's coming from. So,
Okay.
yeah, I highly recommend going to that. That
Yeah,
would be
I've
fun.
heard only good things
Yeah.
about it, and support our airmen
You know,
out there and in
Well,
military.
Fairchild Air Force Base is Spokane County's largest employer, so
Right, yeah.
it's great to get out there and go see what they're doing out there and all the wonderful things that Fairchild does for our community. It's great.
Great.
It's wonderful.
And another local
I
thing
know.
coming up after 2 years.
I know. COVID put the Armed Forces Torchlight Parade on hiatus for the last 2 years, but it is back. And
baby.
May 21st, there will be a beautiful parade. It usually starts at 7 p.m. So stake out your seat downtown and watch all the beautifully lit floats go by, and also supports our military community. So Spokane's a huge military community, and it's a wonderful way to show support.
It is. And like you said, our biggest employer is the Air Force, part of the military. And just to get back to them, because they serve and they go through a lot, and what they do, I mean, we just can't say thank you enough to them.
Exactly. So it's great. This is the longest running torchlight parade in the country, 84
Really?
years.
I think also Bloom's Day, this is just going back to when it did occur. It is like, I think, the longest timed marathon race in...
It used to hold
Used
the
to be,
record
okay.
for the longest
Okay.
timed road race. It's 7.4 miles, but it was successful. It was last weekend, and I ran it, and it was great. It was great to see everybody back. Had about 23 to 25,000 runners, which is fantastic.
Wow.
And I know once we get back to pre-COVID numbers, we'll be back. So, but it was great. I had a great time.
Good,
Weather was
yeah.
beautiful, and it was nice to see such a staple Spokane event back.
And just to see the events coming back to Spokane, and just Spokane to be Spokane is... We just can't ask for more. And then Hoop Fest, which you'll be talking about
Yeah.
next time.
I
because
know.
of
I'm
the
really
Joe.
excited about Hoop Fest, and we might as well plug it now. If you want to get your team together, you got to do it now. If you want to volunteer, they're still looking for volunteers for Hoop Fest. So go to their website and see about volunteering maybe, or get a team together.
And we'll have the specific dates and more details coming up on our next.
Yeah, it's
Visit
always the
Spokane
last
Pulse.
weekend of
Oh, yeah.
June. So start planning now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And thank you for tuning in. Kate, yet again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Realtors are dedicated to helping you find the right place to live. We're more than 2,000 strong, small business men and women guiding you through this most important purchase. We're also your neighbors, giving back thousands in volunteer hours to make our community a better place. We believe owning a home helps you live longer, with stronger families and better neighborhoods. That's who we are, ready to help you find your way home. Call one today.
Are you looking for something generational, timeless, with historical truth? Then We the People Interactive Calendar is right for you, designed for the generations. With over hundreds of historical dates and funny cartoons, We the People Calendar makes the perfect conversation starter about America's history, what the founders intended, and why it's important today. Our mission is to expand conversations as we all learn together in our pursuit of truths. Let us add to the legacy of our ancestors. To get started, scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen and begin your conversation today.